quick, I'm busy.
The airlock.
I can't get into the airlock.
The airlock and the growth lab are secure areas. We grow potentially hazardous organisms beyond those doors.
I'm trying to conduct an investigation here. Don't make me get a warrant from Central.
I'm sorry, Central would likely agree with us. We can't just give anyone access to the growth lab.
Not even a cell agent?
I'd need a pretty damn good reason.
Well, didn't you say that there's a sample inside the growth lab? So I need to get inside.
I tried talking to your intern. It wasn't helpful.
Oh, never mind that. He's got aphasia.
Isn't that treatable?
Oh, yes. He just gave it to himself. It's what the kids are into these days.
Crippling neurological disorders?
Yes and no. Maladism, they call it. They give themselves old diseases. It only lasts about a week each time.
And you let him do that?
He's not public-facing. And as long as it doesn't get in the way of his work. I figure we all did things the old folks thought were stupid back when we were kids.
So it's like trying out a new drug. Very weird.
I need to ask Meester about the tampered specimens. How do I cure his aphasia?
Well, you wouldn't really cure it. He doesn't actually have the disease. It's essentially wetware designed to occupy the Wernicke and Broca regions of the brain. This then produces the symptoms of the disease. That's what they're going for.
I can't wait a week for the wetware to break down.
Find a way to break it down early then. If we've got an emergency contamination, we use hydroxypyruvate isomerase. It's an enzyme that instructs the fabricators in wetware to disassemble themselves.
Wait, what is that again? The long name.
Is that all?
For now.
Then if you'll excuse me, I'll get back to work.
You know, maybe I can use my own wetware on this guy. Would that work? Okay, let's try it out.
Wetware's not going to connect with that.
Wetware only connect to electrical things, right? Electrical panels. Use it on the airlock door. Would that work? Oh, establishing connection. So we're going back to...
Warning, security clearance not.
Come on.
Oh, you can do it.
New security profile created. Access granted. Welcome, Dr. Lau.
Thanks.
Wow, just like that. Is it open now? Whoa. And now we are in. We're in the airlock. You stare into the UV lighting. Unsurprisingly, it makes your eyes hard. Let's not do that then. I don't want to go blind. Wait, there's a first aid kit.
Better to have it and not need it, I guess.
Can I open it?
This could be useful. Looks like a lot of cartridges for the injector.
Auto injector. Wait. The scientist outside mentioned a name. What is it? Hydroxypyruvate isomerase. Is that the one? It sounds like it. Yeah, that's gotta be it. Is it inside my injector here? Yep, hypodermic injector gun. It's loaded with this drug, an enzyme for deactivating wetware. Yes, that is what I need. Aha. So, growth lab here to the left.
They're pretty serious about preventing contamination.
Can I grab a plant inside? Whoa. Wow, look at this place. One of the specimens in a specialized growth cylinder. How many are there? 2? Looks like a tomato. An apple. I can go down.
Apparently this lab is spread out over 2 levels.
So which one do I need? Whoa. So we have 3 more samples here at the bottom floor.
Hey, this one's empty.
Nope. Make that 2. So...
These don't look like any of the others in here.
Wait, what? Purple plant, is that the one?
I'll be here for hours if I start taking every single plant I find.
Okay, let's grab that one then. Because it looks unusual.
I've taken a DNA sample from it.
And while we're here, let's grab this one also.
I've taken a DNA sample from it.
And let's grab one of the ones on top. The red plant.
I've taken a DNA sample from it.
Alright. And what about this door?
Warning, copyright breach in progress.
Wait,
Excuse me?
You are not authorized to remove Orchidaceae isotria samples from the growth lab. They are copyrighted property of Typho Labs GmbH. Beginning search.
okay.
Hey, my sample!
I can't bring them out.
What did you do?
To prevent theft of intellectual property, gene sequences in your possession have been neutralized. Have a nice day.
Gee, thanks.
So I can bring the samples out. So what can I do? Okay, let's try this door here.
The way out.
The way out. Oh, yes. To the exit, to the outside. Okay. Okay, while we are here, let's use a drug on this guy then. Injector gun.
I can't not promise to avoid not doing that thing I don't do.
Really? How interesting.
Beached questions, you injector?
Say that again?
Overpass, did you stick me with an injector?
Yes.
Now I'll have to get my aphasia rejabbed. Not cool, man.
Well, we can do that a bit later on, but now I want to ask you some questions.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
Who are you?
I'm CS Dr. Lau. I've been tasked with this investigation.
Martin Easter. I've been tasked with the factory lab.
You work with Dr. Chigwa?
I work for Chigwa. I'm just the intern. Means I get stuck with all the lousy jobs she won't do.
I understand. I was an intern once.
So, what's CS? You a detective?
Case specialist. So, yes, I guess you could say that.
Cool.
I'd like to hear from you what happened.
So, we came in this afternoon for the late shift, right? I checked on the factoring line, and it turns out the specimens are nuked up.
In what sense?
They don't match the catalog anymore. Not that they're supposed to be. I figured Baxter nuked it up again, so I checked the feed.
That's when you found the body?
Yeah, but Chigwa won't let me get a look. Told me to get back to work while she called Cell. Hey, can I get a look at the body with you?
I'm afraid not. Official procedure stuff.
Bummer.
So where is that body anyway? Is it inside this door? Yeah, probably.
Why'd you go and give yourself aphasia?
Not just that. There are loads of symptoms. It's maladies, man.
Aren't diseases like that dangerous, though?
It's not permanent, man. We ain't stupid. What wear nodes in the body create the symptoms of things we want. Which you went and broke. Gee, thanks.
Sorry about that. In any case, they're temporary then.
Exactly.
Come on, I probably saved your life. Show some gratitude, please.
I still don't get it. What's the hook for maladism?
Man, you old folk never get things like MD.
Old?
Most of these syndromes are diseases that are completely curable. They just don't happen anymore. Society says no to them.
So it's countercultural? An act of rebellion?
Exactly. Diseases like that make the establishment uncomfortable. They don't want it to be a part of their society. But we show them they can't ever get rid of it completely.
You're rubbing their faces in it then.
And in another way, it's kind of retro. Illnesses like that are what shape society. A Black Death made Europe what it is.
What?
Gotta appreciate the classics.
For a lot of us, it's also about who's hardest. Closers go for little things like botulism or influenza. But you know someone's got real notes on them if they can stand a month with HIV.
Well, I don't get this guy. It's like something is still wrong with him.
So, what other diseases have you tried?
Loads of them. Parkinson's, syphilis, tuberculosis. Last month, it was Hansen's disease.
Wait, leprosy?
Yeah, if you're a Zift, Hansen's is the real name.
Sounds like quite a selection.
That's why I came to study in Newton. Eurofed's just starting to get into MD culture. Even talking about banning it. Newton's where it's at for it. You guys are a lot cooler about what you let people do.
On an individual basis, certainly. That's pretty much the founding philosophy here.
This guy's so crazy.
Dr. Chigwa tells me that some of the specimens have been tampered.
Oh yeah, I found one of those. Man, couldn't they have just killed the guy without messing up my work?
I need to find it. Which specimen was it?
Oh, a Corsae Brasileira. When I found it, I just thought Baxter was nuking it up again.
What did you do with it?
I just sent it back to the specimen lab. Should be there in the sample store.
Specimen lab? Where is the specimen lab?
I need to remove the Orchidaceae isotria sample from the growth room. Thing is, the airlock told me it was copyrighted, then blasted me with gas.
Yeah, that one belongs to TAFE. They're way touchy about it. Only lab staff are able to remove it for factory.
Could you get the sample for me?
Hey, no way, man. I'm already on 2 strikes for taking stuff out of the lab.
So you could, but you won't.
Sorry, man. Jake already thinks I'm stealing stuff. There's a huge street market for things like spark throat or cracked wetware.
So how do we get that out?
How do young people go about getting sick these days?
It's a lot harder, but that shows it's a choice. We use wetware to create symptoms, like the aphasia. The wetware I had for that was programmed to lodge in the Broca and Wernicke regions of the brain.
So it's not really Broca's aphasia.
Same symptoms, though.
You'd buy wetware nodes from shops?
Nah, find hobby GG programmers through the trance. They're always looking to sell. It's like a contest. They're always releasing new syndromes, competing with each other. You looking to get into it?
Not really my scene, thanks.
No way. It's too crazy for me.
What do you think of Dr. Chigwa?
She's a hard ass, but she knows what she's doing. Kinda thinks she feels wasted working.
What can you tell me about Dr. Baxter?
Not much. He only started here a couple of weeks ago. Chigwa dropped him in the specimen lab and kinda left him here.
She neglected him?
Nah, he just barely left. Could have been a workaholic, but I think he just couldn't focus on anything else.
Did he ever talk about his past with you?
Man, he didn't even talk to me, period, about anything.
What's your personal opinion of Dr. Baxter?
He didn't talk much. One nuked up guy. Chigwa told me he'd been released from jail. Looked like he had a governor in his head.
That's correct. It affected his behavior?
Dude, that's an understatement. That Malkin was like a zombie. One time, I dropped the whole sample tray in his lab. Anyone else would have yelled at me. He started to get mad, then looked just about ready to puke.
The governor inhibited violent thought. He'd been serving a murder sentence.
Oh, no way. Who'd he whack?
That's confidential.
Man, that's unfair. You're a Pete.
Very useful technology, this governor thing.
Remind me, what was that specimen you found?
Jeez, what are you, senile? It was a Corsae Brasileira.
So where the heck is his specimens lab?
Alright, I'll let you get back to your job.
Whatever.
That's where the body is. Wait, seed bank. Now this is accessible. This door here. Can we go in?
The way out.
Aha, here we go. Whoa.
Oh God, what a mess.
Look at that body. There's so much blood.